Hello, I have my first sample here. I have been told to divide this sample into two portions. This substance here, I am supposed to divide it into two portions, whereby in the first portion I should use sodium hydroxide, and in the second portion I should use ammonia. How does that go? The first portion is here. This is my first portion. Just a little. Then into the first portion, and 2 drops of sodium hydroxide till excess. You see, it's turning. What? See? You see? You see, white precipitate formed. Till excess means you earned as much as you can. Till excess. That one will never turn. That is, white precipitate formed in fuel, soluble in excess. So using sodium hydroxide, we now know that this substance here contains magnesium or calcium ions. Remember, we don't use and to separate the ions. We use commas or you use or. White precipitate formed in fuel, insoluble in excess. That means calcium or magnesium are present. So that means in this substance here, in this solution here, zinc, aluminum and lead will never appear here. We are now dealing with calcium and magnesium only. What about in the same sample, you are told to add in excess? In the same sample, you are told to add ammonia till excess and a few drops of ammonia till excess. So I want to make my second sample. Into my second sample, this is my second sample. I will now use ammonia, not sodium hydroxide, ammonia. So 3 drops of ammonia in here, 3 drops. You see? You see? 3 drops and the solution is now white. What about if I add ammonia in excess? The white color will never go away. The white color will still persist. So, basically remember, in this sample, there is either magnesium or calcium and nothing else. So after handing this, the first drop, my solution turned white. And remember from the theory that if this one was calcium ions, then this sample would be colorless until you add ammonia in excess. So we have ruled out calcium from being here. So this one is magnesium ions. And true, this one is magnesium sulfate that I used. And what about if we had calcium instead? Let's see if we had calcium instead. This one is my calcium. This one is calcium chloride. I know that this one is calcium chloride. And calcium chloride looks like a salt. Look, it's crystalline. It's white and crystalline substance. Now, I want to add it here. And then I start. After stirring, the white solid I added here dissolved. Anytime you add a solid in water and it dissolves, we see that the salt is soluble, or soluble salt is present. Unlike in hydrocarbons or organic chemistry, where we talk about the porous substance, in inorganic salt like calcium chloride, we talk of soluble salts. Now, let's see how calcium will behave. How calcium will behave if we added ammonia. So, this is my calcium. This is my calcium sample. This is my calcium sample. And then I add 3 drops of ammonia. Nothing. No change. No change. 3 drops and my solution is still colorless. What about if I add ammonia in excess? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. My solution is turning. Look at this. My solution is turning white. Look at this. White precipitate formed in excess. And it is only calcium that will behave that way. White precipitate formed in excess. That's how calcium behaves.